and I, as we teach the juniors in their biblical studies for their junior year. We were impressed with Noah's passion, head in the heart, faith and reason. He exemplifies Luke 2:52, growing in wisdom and stature. Exemplifies Matthew 22 in the way that he pursues Christ with his mind, body, and soul. And so we're impressed with Noah and very pleased to award him this year.
The Timothy Award for Bible 12 goes to Josh Cardosi. Come on up. If you don't know Josh, he is a skilled poet, he is a rich thinker, and he's a man of immense integrity. I am going to deeply miss our conversations about faith, about relationships, about music, and our ironic love of Phil Collins every Friday. You've been an absolute joy to teach, Josh, and I'm going to miss you a ton next year. And it's been a privilege to teach such a man of a rich substance. Congrats, buddy.
Good morning. The Timothy Award for this year for the business department goes to Sarah Myers. Sarah has shown a deep love for the WC community, and through her internship placements, she's demonstrated that she has a strong love for children, especially those with special needs. And I'm confident that Sarah will have a strong impact for the kingdom of Christ as she enters into the business world. So congratulations, Sarah.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Kane. Most of you know me. I do teach technology at the middle school, and this is the first year I've taught technology here at the high school. This year's winner for the Timothy Award in Technology goes to Jared Poston. Jared has modeled a zest for technology since I met him in middle school. He is confident in his knowledge while still displaying humility through his eagerness to continue learning. This year, he has excelled in his Java programming as well as in robotics. This technology award is not the first one that I've given him. Jared received the Timothy Technology Award in 8th grade. Congratulations.
Thank you. Okay, the Timothy Award in Drama for 2015 goes to Savannah Todd. We have an incredible group of seniors who've done theater over the past several years, and Savannah stands out among them, not only because she was in more plays than any of them. She was in 8 plays out of the 12 possible her years, including My Emperor's New Clothes, songs from shows, Music Man, Why Bump Off Barnaby, Harvey, and then having feature roles in Cinderella, Godspell, and The Sound of Music. Savannah has been a joy to work with, and she works very hard in all that she does, and so it is with great pleasure that I present her with the Timothy Award for Drama.
On behalf of Mr. Eiton, Mrs. Heron, Mr. Walton, and me, I am here to present the best award of the morning, the English Award. Roses are red, violets are blue. When your mom is an English teacher, you're expected to be good at it too. The award goes to Luke Heron. Oh, he wants me to say something about him. He's wonderful. He's a great English student. He does come by it naturally, but the talent is all his own. So congratulations, Luke.
Okay. The winner of this year's Timothy Award in Mathematics goes to Ben Bakey, as I'm sure is no surprise. I've had the privilege of teaching Ben in 3 different courses over the past 2 years, and this year in AP Calculus, I was very surprised and in a great way. His ability in calculus and his natural ability to do well and to learn the material in one of the hardest math classes here at WC. This year, I heard multiple times from your peers, from the other students, that if anyone was going to get a perfect score on the AP exam, it would be you. So it is my pleasure to award you with the Timothy Award in Mathematics. You're welcome.
Good morning. This year's Timothy Award for Music goes to Shirley Rettstadt. Shirley has been in choir all 4 years of high school, and this year she was elected president by her peers. She has been blessed with a beautiful voice, and that is a gift from God. But I have watched her work hard in choir to improve her technique and her vocal skills, and she has used those skills and abilities to glorify God and to lead and mentor her underclassmen. Shirley has been participating and leading chapel worship team starting in her sophomore year. She's also on occasion sung at her church. The last 2 years, Shirley has been in our spring musical, Cinderella, and this year she starred as Maria in The Sound of Music. She has received the highest score at OMEA solo and ensemble contests, both her junior and senior year as a soloist and all 4 years as an ensemble member. Shirley plans to attend Liberty University in the fall, be majoring in nursing and minoring in music performance. Congratulations, Shirley.
Good morning. I'm here to present the Timothy Award for Freshman Boys PE. This year we have co-winners, Seth Parcel and Danny Myers. Both of these boys were very helpful. Anytime we needed to set something up, they were there. They were encouraging. Their character definitely is deserving of this. I'm thankful for them, and so they are definitely deserving of this award. Sorry, Josh.
Good morning. I'm here to present the Timothy Award in Science to Stephen Ruan. Where Stephen is. Stephen has taken all of the challenging science courses that we have, and to date is the only honors anatomy student who wrote more in his essay answers than I actually taught in class. So he is more than deserving of this award. Congratulations.
The 2015 Social Studies Award goes to Jared Poston. Jared Poston. During his tenure here at Worthington Christian, Jared Poston has navigated the troubled waters of opposing interpretations of history. He is partisan about being bipartisan. He has scaled the twin peaks of research and writing. He has demonstrated an embarrassment of riches regarding both thesis and synthesis. And we couldn't be more pleased to award Jared Poston the Timothy Award for Social Studies.
Okay. Okay. I'm here to present the award for world languages,
Even though it includes French and Spanish, I want you to know that we do consider both parts, okay? This year has been a challenging year for me personally, and I want to take the opportunity to thank the parents and students for so much support I received this year. Especially, I wish I could give an award to all the kids because they really, really showed me this year why this is a Christian school. And even though they have their days, because they're their days, that sometimes I feel they're angels falling from heaven. They have shown me so much love and support, and part of that spirit why we actually have Christian education. Their support, their love, the other side that I hardly ever get to see, I really saw it this year, and I'm so thankful that if I have to go through the struggles I have to go through this year, I was able to do it with this group of kids, from the freshmen to the seniors. They show me a love, and they show me a support and a Christian character that I just was so amazed and so much touched to say, you know, I teach in Worthington Christian. These are my kids, and I see a future for all of them. So, sorry. So, forgive me if I don't pronounce the name right, because you guys know me. So, the Timothy Award for this year goes for Rachel Wang. As she comes up, I want to say she especially have demonstrated great leadership. She actually was vice president first of the Spanish Honor Society, then president. Then this year she really took the head to be able to lead the Spanish club. A lot of the success we had was because of her, and actually friends that are part of the club, I cannot really leave them out. They really have been amazing. And they especially show me that they're really capable of doing a lot. They actually have a great integrity and the ability to go far and beyond of, you know, what originally I thought they could. They really proved me that they can really actually do it. So not only she gets a Timothy Award, but bilingual Bible, so that she can use so she can actually use the talents that she have to be able to preach the gospel.
Thank you, Prophet.
Yeah. Okay,
Good morning. I know this is the moment you've all been waiting for. I have the distinct privilege this morning of presenting the Timothy Award for Photography. This particular individual, in the 37 years that I have been shooting semi-professionally and professionally, her work is some of the most impressive that I've seen, pros and amateurs alike. And I expect that at some point in the future, all of us will see her work in the pages of National Geographic magazine. This year's award winner is Miss Jenna Van Clay. Jenna, please join me here. Just like I said, her gift is just absolutely incredible. My primary goal this year with her taking my classes was just not to break her. The skill that she has at the age of 18, I hope to someday achieve. That's how good this girl is. So Jenna, congratulations. Good luck in the future.
Good morning. On behalf of the athletic department, I'm here to present 5 Scholar Athlete Awards. The first being the Aganis Club of Columbus Scholar Athlete. The Aganis Club of Columbus recognizes 2 senior student athletes from each school in Central Ohio for excellence in academics, athletic participation, and service to their community. Please join me in recognizing these 2 students, Jonathan Burton and Catherine Ryan, if you'd please stand. You don't need to come up. You just stand. Congratulations. Nice job. The second, the OHSAA Scholar Athlete Award. The Ohio High School Athletic Association recognizes students from each school in Ohio as scholar athletes. The Ohio High School Athletic Association will select 42 of the nominees to receive $1,000 scholarships toward the college of their choice. The 42 scholarship winners will be announced in June. Please join me in recognizing this year's OSHA Scholar Athlete Awards from Worthington Christian, J.J. Phillips, and Shirley Redstadt. The third award is the Columbus Dispatch Scholar Athlete Award. The Columbus Dispatch, in conjunction with the Dispatch Charities, has established the Scholar Athlete Award program to recognize outstanding achievements in scholastics, athletics, and citizenship. 17 recipients across Central Ohio will receive scholarship toward the college of their choice. The 17 recipients will be revealed in the Dispatch later this month. Please join me in recognizing our two nominees, if they'd please stand, Ben Davison and Shirley Redstadt. Second to last award, the Mid-State League Scholar Athlete Award. The Mid-State League recognizes one junior male and female athlete and one senior male and female athlete in our league who excel both on the court or field, but also in the classroom. The nominee must be a letter winner in 2 varsity sports during the year and have a minimum GPA of 3.0. Please join me in recognizing junior nominees Noah Mallory and Christina Hemmingsen. And our 2 senior nominees, J.J. Phillips and Shirley Redstadt. And the last but certainly not least, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes Outstanding Christian Leader Award. The Outstanding Christian Leader Award was presented at the Ohio Sports Legend Dinner on May 3rd. The recipients of this award must show a positive, consistent, and outward demonstration of his or her faith in Jesus Christ and work well with other student leaders and coaches. Please join me in recognizing the 2 students from Worthington Christian honored by FCA. If they would please stand, John Routson and Devin Jones.
The Orion Award is a nationally recognized award that's based on one's contribution to his or her musical organization. Scholastic standing is considered along with their performing ability and musicianship. The student should demonstrate personal and professional qualities in keeping with our school standards. This year, I had a really tough time because I have an extraordinary senior class in the choir. But I chose one young man and one young lady to receive the award this year, and that is Savannah Todd and Jeremiah Lozier. They will both be receiving a medal and a pin. Congratulations. Woo-woo. And their names are on a plaque that will be hanging in room 8. All right. So let me tell you just a little bit about Savannah. Some of this information I was able to glean from her parents. Savannah developed a love of music as a toddler and was often found singing in the back seat of the car and was able to match pitch with any song that came on the radio. She continued to pursue her love of music by participation in the Columbus Children's Choir as well as Kinderchor at Otterbein College. As she entered middle school, she started taking private voice lessons. In upper middle school, she was asked to perform for a group of educators at their local conference, and she really started developing a love for performing and allowing music to inspire others as she told her story. She was honored and recognized by the VSA Ohio with 2nd and 3rd place awards as an outstanding soloist in the state of Ohio. She was a finalist in American Idol of Franklin County and made it to the top 5 of her age group. She was a semifinalist in The Voice of the City. She's been asked to sing at a variety of venues, most recently for Autism Speaks and the Safari Club International. In high school, she's excelled in choir, ensembles, and has participated and received the highest scores at both OMEA and OFMC events all 4 years. She's been a section leader, and she's mentored many of her peers. After graduation, she will be attending the University of Evansville, majoring in music therapy with an emphasis in voice. Congratulations, Savannah. Jeremiah is a guitarist and a self-taught piano player. He has participated with the worship band in high school on occasion. He's also participated at OMEA Solo and Ensemble Contest all 4 years as a soloist or an ensemble member, and he's always received the highest rating. This year, he's president of the men's choir, elected by his peers. He has starred in 4 musicals, The Music Man, Cinderella, The Sound of Music, and perhaps best known for his role as Jesus in Godspell. He has studied private singing lessons and has been in show choir all 4 years, which I might add, they meet at 7:30 a.m. on Tuesday mornings. So that was quite a feat. Jeremiah will be attending The Ohio State University and plans to minor in music theater. Congratulations, Jeremiah.
We had an Art Off the Square program this year, and that was Olivia McDowell, Jordan Byers, and Allie Brooks. If you'd join me up here. Art Off the Square is about life being more than just winning for yourself, more than just being here in your own isolated Christian ghetto, but using art to bridge the high school to the community. So thank you, girls. Taylor Chu. Taylor Chu. Taylor was our representative at the Focus on 4 exhibit this year, which was actually called the Top 3, but it's the very best of the very best in Worthington. It's held at the MAC, and she was our best art student that we sent over there. There was the top student from Thomas and the top from Kilbourne, and they together put up a show that was up for about 6 weeks. She had a perfect AP score in art. She hosted her opening in the library last year, was an aide in the new studios upstairs. She was participant in the trafficking movie called Yellow Roses. She has been an art handler at the MAC. She has designed signs for drama, and she will be a future, and she has 2 Scholastic Silver Keys, and she will be a future CCAD illustration major, so congratulations. Alyssa Mast. We have a sketchbook award that goes to a beginning drawing person who demonstrates a habit of keeping a sketchbook, and she does a beautiful one. Alexis Smith. Alexis is a recipient of a college scholarship that is being given to her from the Worthington Area Art League. She is a future art therapist, so she'll be studying art and psychology at Cedarville. She helped initiate the Mural Makers Club, and she also initiated art for the DR. She got involved at the zoo with face painting and used that skill at Puppypalooza. She has created over 90 of her best artworks for the AP program and College Board. She has hosted 3 individual openings in the library of her artwork. She received first place at ACSI multiple times. She has received ribbons at the spring art shows here and been an art aide, and she has been a consistent Christian voice in her art. Congratulations. Oh, wait a minute. Wait.
No. I am here to, for the first time, present the National Honor Society current members and inductees to all of you. Usually this happens behind the scenes. They're tapped out of their classes, but we thought it was more fitting to present them to you here. So as I read off their names, will current National Honor Society members please join me on stage? Ben Bakey, John Burton, Josh Cardosi, Ben Davison, Cameron Early, Meridian Hollister, Jesse McCoy, Rachel Morrow, Sarah Myers, Jordan Nishizaki, Rachel Wen, Lauren Osborne, Joy Pritchard, Elise Raptu, Shirley Retstadt, Jenny Reinhart, Stephen Ruan, Catherine Ryan, Alexis Smith, Josh Stoops, Trent Strick, Alex Zana, Savannah Todd, Jenna Van Clay, and Elena Villalobos. So if you will give these guys a hand. So National Honor Society is based academically on a cumulative GPA of 3.75 or above, but then members are also considered on characteristics of character, leadership, and service. So these guys will be dispersing through the auditorium. If you are tapped and presented with a yellow rose, please come to the stage. All right, if you guys can just line up across the stage. Uh-oh. Who are they looking for? Are we missing someone? Okay, new inductees, you could just give a step or a wave when I call out your name. Sandra Alexova, right next to me. Will Deffitt, Jacob Erickson, Olivia Fryman, Christina Hemmingson, Colleen Homily, Nathan Kim, Reed Class, Elizabeth Lake, Shannon Lamont, Cameron Lawrence, Grant Lawrence, Jeremiah Lozier, Joshua Lozier, Noah Mallory, Elise Montgomery, Sarah Nelson, Courtney Parcel, Jared Poston, Natalie Rohrig, Mackenzie Severance, Dan Sharp, Maddie Stoll, Caitlin Vinson, and Caitlin Wolf. Let's give them a hand. All current and, well, now you're all current National Honor Society members, please stay afterwards so we can take a photo and give you your certificate. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Just go.
Okay, this is a quartet that we have prepared. We prepared it for the spring choir concert that was Tuesday night, and we've been asked to sing it for you guys, so enjoy. Duke, Duke of Earl, Duke, 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 Duke, Duke of Earl,
walk through this world,
Duke of Earl,
nothing can
Duke,
stop
Duke of Earl,
the Duke of Earl,
Duke
and
of Earl, Duke,
you are
Duke
my
of
girl,
Earl, Duke,
and
Duke,
no one
Duke
can
of Earl,
hurt you.
Duke, Duke, Duke of Earl, Duke, Duke, Duke of
Cause
Earl.
I'm gonna love you. Whoa, come on, let me hold you, darling. Cause I'm the Duke of Earl.
So Duke, 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 Duke of Earl, 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 Duke, Duke, Duke. Yes, I'm the Duke.
I'm the Duke
of Earl.
Oh, I'm the Duke of Earl.
I wonder who wrote the book of love? Dum dum dum.
Tell me, oh, who wrote the book of love? I've got to know the answer. Was it someone from above?
I wonder who wrote the book of love? Dum dum dum. Chapter 1 says to love her with all your heart. Chapter 2, you tell her you're never ever gonna part. In Chapter 3, remember the meaning of romance. In Chapter 4, you break up, but you give her just one more chance. So I wonder who wrote the book of love? Who wrote the book of love? Ba-da-da-da-da.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart. Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart. Good night. Well, it's 10 o'clock in the evening, and baby, I just need to go. Well, I hate to leave you, baby. Don't mean maybe, because I love you so. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart. Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart. Good night. I hate to leave you, but I really must say,
good night.
Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Good night.
I knew that would be the recipe for assembly fatigue. So thank you guys. Thanks for being willing to do that. It was awesome. Hey, we're about to come to the part of the program where we give some scholarships. from the Worthington Christian Schools Parent Teacher Fellowship Endowment. And I don't know who's managing that endowment, but I want them to be managing my portfolio, because each year the awards are proportional to how well the fund has performed, and these are kicking scholarships this year, most four figures scholarships. So pretty remarkable. I want to introduce some people you might not know. They're going to be presenting the first two scholarships. Dan Custer and Pastor Jim Custer. Come on up. I have a throne for you, Pastor Jim, while you wait for Dan. Dan is a 1986 graduate of Worthington Christian High School. Pastor Jim is the founder of Worthington Christian High School right here. This was his idea. And here's the thing you should really applaud. This is what you need to applaud. Those songs that were just sung, he was listening to them when they were on the radio. So Pastor Jim, thank you for your vision in calling the leadership of the Grace Brethren Church to start a Christian school. And here's where it sits. It's turned out pretty well in spite of its principal.
I'd say the principal's still pretty good.
This was my pastor. Pastor Jim was my pastor as I was growing up. That was back in the day when people could spend time with you and not have people think they were a pervert. That's something you guys don't get to do. Your pastors don't hang out with you. It just can't happen anymore. It's the weirdest, saddest thing about our culture. But it was very frequently, he'd come out to Bexley High School. We'd go have Coca-Cola, not Coke. See, that's changed too. We'd have amazing times together. And I thank God for his influence in my life. He is the main person who's shaped who I am today. And it's an honor for you guys to get to meet him and for you to be here to present this scholarship. All right, thanks, buddy.
Well, as Buzz said, I am Dan Custer. I'm a trustee with the WCF PTF Endowment Fund, and I'm also an alumni, graduated in 1986. I'd like to say it's been a long time, not a long time since I've sat in those seats, but it's been almost 30 years now, which is kind of shocking to me. Got a wife and kids, and they're in the school now as well, so it's pretty impressive how far the school's come. But not long after I graduated, in 1988, a group of WCS parents and the Parent-Teacher Fellowship saw a need for financial assistance for teachers and students. The purpose was to provide assistance to students, teachers through tuition scholarships and cash awards. We exist solely to support WCS teachers and students. The fund board organization consists of several members, many of them parents, grandparents of former students. Jim Edwards is the president, Doug Myers is the vice president, Glenn Williams is secretary, Steve Weber is the treasurer, myself, Lee Larson, and Troy McIntosh are trustees. The advisory board is Bill Price, Cliff Raymond, and Ivor Young, and administrative assistant is Sarah Stringer. We presently award 10 student scholarships and 3 teacher awards. To date, we have awarded over $238,000. Over $59,000 has been given to 3 different teachers awards. WCS Teacher of the Year is selected by the teachers themselves and recognizes a teacher who best inspires a student to learn. The other teacher award, the 34 Impact Award, recognizes 2 outstanding teachers whose contributions have made a difference in the lives of WCS students. In addition, over $178,000 has been given to WCS elementary, middle, and high school students in tuition assistance and cash awards. This year, the endowment fund will award $18,690. $4,600 of that will go to the Teachers Awards. $14,090 will go to student scholarships. We are an endowment, so what we pay out is strictly earnings on your gifts. The principal remains untouched, and we will still have every penny. We still have every penny the donors have entrusted to us over the years. Contributions have grown through careful investment, and today the fund is a balance over $650,000. Our goal is to reach $1 million at some point, possibly within the next 2 years. We know there are many ways you can support the school. We're one of 2 funds the school's currently, of 2 endowment funds the school, we're one of 2 endowment funds the school currently has. The PTF Endowment Fund, I'm sorry. If your heart leads to help reach our goal with the PTF Endowment Fund, we will have a red donation bucket, which I have over here, in the back as you leave. And there's also a form, more information in your pamphlet in your, let's see, okay, well, here we go. On behalf of the BTF Endowment Fund, I'm pleased to present the following awards. WCHS Alumni Scholarship, Robert E. Bechtel Memorial Musical Scholarship, James L. and Tracy N. Noreen, who's my mom, Custer Scholarship, Joseph and Margaret Jerley Memorial Scholarship, Junior Academic Scholarship, Jared Piles Heirs to Heaven Memorial Scholarship, and one of 2 34 Impact Teacher Awards. Thanks.
You just met the individual who was the most singularly used of God to bring Worthington Christian Schools into my life. Dan is our firstborn. We had experienced a number of miscarriages. He was very precious to us. And when he was joined by a younger brother and then by a sister, we wanted to be sure that the education they received was not in contradiction to the eternal Word of God. We found that there were other families having that same desire. I'm sure that's why you're here today, because your parents' desire for you to have an education that's founded upon truth, not theory, not hypothesis, but truth. And that was our passionate goal. We worried that WCS in its infant years would be able to produce a level of scholarship so that our sons and daughter and those other children could achieve at the collegiate level. Dan is an architect. His brother is a skilled surgeon. His sister became a remarkable teacher, and for a season of her life spent time teaching here at Worthington Christian Schools. Young people, you're sitting in chairs where your predecessors sat, who have achieved incredible things in this present life, but whose greatest reward will be in the life after this, when they stand before the Lord Jesus Christ at the judgment seat of Christ and receive rewards that are eternal. About 20 years ago, the church honored my wife and myself by setting aside, as Dan has said, a scholarship endowment fund, and from that, they wished that every year a student going into the senior year, well, let me read the qualifications, that we would present to them this scholarship. It's the James and Tracy Custer Scholarship. It's given to a student who has completed at least 2 years at WCS, who demonstrates a personal commitment to promote the school's ideals, who shows potential leadership in at least one extracurricular activity, who has faculty and staff testimony about their developing maturity in their personal relationship with Jesus Christ, and who continues as an active contributing participant in the ministries of Grace Brethren Church. I'd love to meet Darby Flynn. Darby, are you here? Hi, Darby. Congratulations, my dear. Here's the certificate. Don't leave yet. And here's the letter that entitles you to the full scholarship for this year. Use it in good health. And God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor Jim. The next scholarship to be awarded is the Joe and Margaret Jerley Scholarship. The Jerley Scholarship was established in 1991 by Dr. and Mrs. James Jerley in honor of Dr. Jerley's parents, who had a strong belief in the value of Christian education. Criteria for the Jerley Scholarship includes being a WCHS 11th grade student who exhibits a desire to be a WCS student. That's pretty good. That gives us a lot of freedom in who we award this to. But I'll tell you what, I know someone who loves being a warrior, and we love having her be a warrior, and that is Sandra Alexova. Sandra, come on up. This is an amazing scholarship. It's worth over $2,000, and so are you.
Thank you so much.
The next scholarship is called the Jared Piles Scholarship. It was established in 2007 by the Worthington Christian High School class of 2007 in memory of Jared Piles, who went home to be with the Lord May 31, 2006. It was right before exams, sort of that study day just before exams. It was Jared and some of his friends went on a picnic and went swimming, and Jared never came back. Criteria for the Piles Scholarship includes being a WCHS student who has completed at least one full year of Worthington Christian High School, is actively involved in their church, is involved in music and/or athletics, shows potential leadership qualities through their church and school activities, and displays a Christ-like attitude. Who better to receive this scholarship than Mr. Jaden Turner? Here you go, my brother. Use it wisely on your education. Congratulations. This is Holly Varian. You're going to tell about who you are, or you're just going to do it?
I'm going to do it.
I'm going to tell who you are then. Her dad was, he's deceased, he's with the Lord now. Her dad was Robert Bechtel. Bob Bechtel, they called him. He was the Karen Rugg of the previous generation, except what Mrs. Rugg-Klapik does with the choir, he used to do with the band. Band was anywhere from 40 to 80 students. It was renowned throughout the city and throughout the state. And after he left, it just never was quite the same. But as I told you guys at your concert, I believe we're coming back. This was an awesome year for the band. We're going to have over 40 next year, and the days may be coming back, and because these kids are working really hard at making it happen. Holly, go ahead and present your award.
So as Buzz said, my dad taught here for 13 years, and he began the scholarship in the 80s along with the PTF Endowment Fund, and he wanted to help young musicians and students be able to be here at WCS. Just a few hours before he died in 2004, they renamed the scholarship in his honor, which was a huge honor for our family. The recipient of today's award has several generations of family members that helped to begin our program and continue our program. And this young lady was known and loved by my dad. And it is my extreme honor today to present this award to Maddie Stoll. So, Maddie's teachers have shared that there has been significant growth in Maddie's life in the last 2 years. She's been involved in choir, women's ensembles, and chorale. She's sung and been a part of the Grace Polaris VBS and the worship team for the third service. She spent several summers at Harmony Camp in Delaware, Ohio. She's been a part of some of the dramas and musicals here, and she's won several awards at Festival at Ohio State. So thank you so much, Maddie. It's my honor.
All right, next up, the Worthington Christian High School Alumni Scholarship Award. This scholarship was established by the class of 1995 and supported by all alumni, given to a WCHS student who is involved in at least one extracurricular activity and displays a Christ-like attitude. This young man is a high-character guy, extremely humble, and just a great kid. So no better person deserving than Mitchell Name. Is Mitchell not here? Yes, you must be present to win. Sorry, Johnny. Okay, we'll roll to the next one. The WCHS Junior Academic Scholarship. The Junior Academic Scholarship given to the current junior student with the highest grade point average who possesses character qualities that reflect well on biblical standards and participates in school activities. And I can personally attest that this young man has done everything to challenge himself academically, taking all of the most rigorous courses that we have, very deserving this honor, Mr. Nathan Kim.
Senior awards. Here it comes. All right. The competition is still raging for the top 10%. GPAs, as you know, are calculated for the year you complete it. You know how it all works. So the figure we have now is virtually meaningless. But you are the ones that are in the running. You could be edged out. There could be a sleeper out there. Well, they wouldn't be a sleeper now, would they, if they were edging you out? You might be the sleeper. But in any case, these are the folks that are in the running for the top 10% of the class of 15. And might I interestingly point out that only 63 hundredths of a point separates them. That's right, 63 hundredths of a point. For you freshmen, that's a dot, a 6, and a 3. Okay? Now, let's begin at the bottom. But like the song goes, I started at the bottom and now I'm at the top. Jesse McCoy. Stand up, Jess. Everybody stand up while I call your names. Lorne Osborne. Meridian Hollister. Rachel Newen. Elise Reptu. Sarah Nelson, who technically doesn't really figure into the top 10 because she's imported this year, but heck, you're doing so great, we just had to name your name, girl. So, and then Alexis Smith. And duking it out, Stephen Ruan and Rachel Morrow. All right. Have a seat. Thank you. And like I said, this is like the Kentucky Derby. We won't know until all the grades are in and finally calculated. Everything could be otherwise. So, you're having your Warholian 15 minutes of fame. You've just about used up 2 minutes of it. So, there we go. Good luck, everybody, in the final race. Now, on a more serious vein, you seniors, each year seniors elect from their class recipients of 2 awards: the Daniel Award for Bold Faith, the Joshua Award for Leadership. The faculty selects the Solomon Award for scholarship, and not just being smart, but also being wise and using that wisdom to make a positive impact on the school. This award carries with it a little folder that's kind of cute, but a check that's kind of cool. And, and so these are significant awards. They will have the privilege of being able to address their class and the assembled masses at commencement. And so it's this time I would like to award the Daniel Award for Bold Faith to Mr. Stephen Joseph Ruan. Congratulations, my brother. There you go. Boom. All right. I would now like to award the Joshua Award for Leadership. Dominic Michael Francis. Long time ago, I said to Dom, you can't help it that you're a leader. You can only help the direction in which you lead. And I like to think you paid attention to that advice. Love you, man. Take care. The Solomon Award. Smart, wise, and you know, I really think the recipient of this award could actually do a Solomon impersonation with one of her many voices. Rachel Lynn Morrow. Give us a little Solomon thank you.
Thank you, my good people.
Thanks, Rachel. We love you. God bless. Brian Schindel, are you here? Oh, Judy, come on up. Judy Schindel is, Brian and Judy Schindel lead our photography club. Having the Schindels lead a photography club is sort of like having Michelangelo leading a sculptor club. And we're just grateful for your ministry to our students, and you have an award.
Thank you very much. It's a delight to be with you, and I would love to have Courtney Farrell and Alyssa Weishar come up to the platform. I can tell you the photography club is a lot of fun. It's a joy to be with you every other Wednesday. We invite any of you next year to be with us. It is an interesting thing to be able to enjoy the gift and talents that you are gifted by God. And these members this year, all of you, have done such amazing work. We are so proud of you. And in Photography Club, you not only get to set some of the competition standards, but there is judging. And Alyssa, the last judging didn't get to take place until this morning, and you won first prize on that competition. And every time you win, well, it's either Starbucks or Myers. Which would you like? Myers. There you are. And every other time, they are gift certificates. And all these members get to learn what it's like to be in corporate America and to know that you give your best foot forward, and also what it's like to refine and hone that gift and that talent. This year, it was so close. When Buzz was talking about the, and I'm sorry, I had Buzz in school, so I call him that, Mr. Inboden. When we had this incredible year, it's finite, the difference in all of the points, and there's a structure of attendance, there's a structure of being able to turn in prints, doing extra work, and so the points are there, and it was separated ever so slightly. I am proud to announce that this year's Photographer of the Year award goes to Courtney Farrell. Courtney is going to receive a solid crystal camera and a scholarship. Wait a minute, Alyssa was very close, and I want her to have a crystal etched drive that I know that you has so much memory, I don't think you're going to be able to fill it up. This is for you. Congratulate both of them. Thank you.
A last-minute addition to the program, Mrs. Fisher with some incredible math awards here.
Hello. These awards actually just arrived this morning, or yesterday, I guess. And the first one is to honor all of our mathletes that participated in any of the ACSI contest tests. You were administered these by Mr. Pfeiffer, Mrs. White, or myself. If you were a participant from any of those teams, even if you took only one test, if you would stand now. Thank you. From those participants, we received as a school for ACSI, the River Valley region, second place in Algebra 2 and third place in Algebra 1 and Geometry. So give those guys a big hand. There were also 4 individual awards for individual placements, and I'll call those 4 people to the stage now. And they are Ari Fahimi, Sarah Four. I believe she is watching her brother graduate from seminary today. And Michael Redstadt. And Jenny Shu. Okay, Michael is receiving second place or third place in geometry as individual in the Ohio River Valley, and Jenny Shu has second place in geometry for the Ohio River Valley, and Ari has received second place for Algebra 1 in the Ohio River Valley. So give him a big hand. And Sarah received also the second place in Algebra 2. So thank you for participating. We're hoping for more to come out next year. These guys worked hard. We kind of had to schedule our tests all around the clock. They literally were missing lunches and coming in early to school, so I appreciate their effort very much.
Thank you, Mrs. Fisher. Thank you, math team. We really do want to celebrate our academic teams. They don't get a lot of recognition. I used to go to the math competitions. Mrs. Fisher kindly asked me not to go anymore. I was always yelling, no, you fool, multiply. Or, hey, way to find that square root. Or it was just terrible. I was just not welcome. So, well, folks, we are coming to the end, and it's hard to believe we're almost going to end on time. But there are 2 awards I'm sure you're going to enjoy seeing given. You ain't getting them, but you're going to enjoy seeing them awarded, I'm quite certain. One is the 34 Impact Award. Listen carelessly, you're going to like this one. The 34 Impact Award is presented annually to 2 Worthington Christian school teachers who have made a difference by inspiring and encouraging students in the Worthington Christian school community. The award is based on 2 Timothy 2:4. Preach the word, be prepared in season, out of season, correct, rebuke, and encourage with great patience and careful instruction. This award was founded in 2006. The number 34 is significant because it was the number of this family's students. They had 2 students, 1 guy, 1 girl athletes. Their number was 34, and so they set down this fund and called it the 34 Impact Award. It all adds up. Now, this year's winner, there was a winner at one of the other schools, but I won't trouble you with them. But at our school, we got one of them, and it is Mrs. Leslie Haydock. Yes, Leslie, come on up. All of your teachers do all kinds of work behind the scenes. Mrs. Haydock is no exception to that. But through some of her vision and passion, we've now developed some reading programs that are going to help students. I struggled with reading all the way through school. I felt it was just not right that somebody should graduate from high school and not be a good reader. Mrs. Haydock has agreed with that for a long, long time. And we got a grant where we were able to fund the class. And we're grateful for the impact that she's having on those students because they're going to leave this place being good at reading. Thank you for changing lives, Mrs. Haydock. All right, and you of course know that the winner of the Teacher of the Year Award, that's right, say it with me, Mrs. White. Now, Mrs. White, you've already received your perishable crown, but stand up, would you please? I just happen to have a little movie to show you that we shot in her classroom the other day.
Hello, WC. I'm Brian Lambright. Today is Tuesday, May 12th, 2015, and I have breaking news. Earlier today, head of school, Mr. Troy McIntosh, along with high school principal, Dr. Buzz Inboden, and the 2013 Teacher of the Year recipient, Mrs. Rhonda Herron, presented the 2015 award to one very deserving mathematics teacher. Third grade teacher, Mrs. Judy Bechtel, won the 2014 Teacher of the Year award. Watch this footage as the iJournalism news team goes inside the classroom to capture this exciting moment.
Hello everyone, my name is Troy McIntosh, head of school, and with me is the 2013 WCS PTF Endowment Fund Teacher of the Year, Rhonda Herron. The Teacher of the Year award is given annually to a teacher that exemplifies those teaching qualities that have a significant influence on our students' lives for their learning, personal growth, and spiritual development.
It is my pleasure to introduce the 2015 Teacher of the Year, who has been having this type of influence on her students since 2001. In just a few moments, we'll be surprising her with the award in her classroom, her math classroom. The 2015 Teacher of the Year is Mrs. Kathy White.
It's my pleasure on behalf of the Worthington Christian Schools PTF Endowment Fund to present Mrs. White with the 2015 I love you, Mrs. White!
Thank you very much. I can't say anything. I'm sorry.
Mrs. White is a very awesome teacher. And also, she is always there for us and caring. And whenever I go after class, I say, "What's for homework?" And she always says, "Here's the homework." I just appreciate that, you know. Yeah.
We love Mrs. White.
More with a passion.
With a strong passion. She is our favorite teacher here.
She's our life mentor.
She has done so much for us, and we care so much about her.
At the end of every lunch, we start screaming Mrs. White's class because we love her so much.
Say, we're coming, Mrs. White.
We're coming for you.
We love you, Mrs. White.
We love you.
Mrs. White is the best math teacher that I've ever had. I've had her for 2 years, and she helps me every single day learn math because I just can't do it. So, Mrs. White, you're the best math teacher I've ever had. You're so encouraging, you're so funny, and you really deserve this award. So, congratulations.
So, Mrs. White, you're probably the coolest teacher I've ever had. You stay calm in situations that amaze me that you remain calm, and you manage to make math fun and engaging, and that's the best thing a teacher can do.
One of the jokes in our family is how much time Kathy puts into her kids. And when she has a kid that is not doing well, all the different things she does in terms of praying, working with the parents, and basically a lot of pain until that kid comes around and gets his math correct.
Kathy White is one of those teachers we're extremely proud to have on the team at Worthington Christian. Year after year, she is the most loved teacher here at Worthington Christian, partly because of the sacrifice she makes on behalf of her kids, and partly because she just kicks it in the classroom. She's always very well prepared, she always works hard for her students, and her students reward her by working hard for her as well. We just recently had someone in from the outside evaluating our math teachers. teachers, and this particular person was just very, very enthused with the relationship that Mrs. White had with her students and her ability to interact with them and to get good things out of them. We're just real happy she's on the team, and we hope she stays with us for a long time.
And as we teach the juniors in their
grown up to be Mr. Pfeiffer. Oh, look who's here. Mitchell Name. Well, congratulations, Mitchell. You won a scholarship. You weren't here to hear it, but they said some really nice things about you. So congratulations on your scholarship. Mr. Kranak has the envelope, and congratulations. There you go, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings our assembly to a conclusion. I want you to know that we're all really proud of you guys. We're proud of the work you do. We're proud of the things you accomplish. Many people compete in the race. Only one wins a prize many times. But nevertheless, what really matters is how you run, and you run with your whole heart and you give it everything you got. We're excited to have an impact on your lives, and thank you for letting us be your teachers, because we're really honored to have that position. Let's pray, and you're out of here and you're going to first period class. God, I just thank you for our students and our teachers and our parents and those like Pastor Jim who have gone before us and who've paved the way for a great Christian school. Lord, so much sacrifice, so much blood, sweat, and tears has gone into a place like Worthington Christian. And Lord, out in front of me sits the next batch, the future of Worthington Christian, those who, when they go out into life, hopefully will remember their school just like others have remembered them. And God, I just thank you for this sort of worldwide family we now have called Worthington Christian. Lord, take us from this meeting into our various responsibilities of the day. We want to hear your voice because we want to join you in the things you're doing right here in our classrooms. So dismiss us with your grace. And again, we're thankful for all you do for us. And we pray in Jesus' name. Amen. Folks, introduce yourselves to our guests. They'll be happy to meet you, and make your way to the first period class.